We are back on Friday Night SmackDown. The world champion, The Undertaker, against Mr. Money in the Bank, Mr. Kennedy. And Undertaker has been controlling the matchup through the commercial break.
The Undertaker, who has never looked better in all of his career, is sending a message to Mr. Kennedy. Remember, Mr. Kennedy owns a victory over The Undertaker, one of the 7 world champions he has defeated in the past 12 months.
And Mr. Kennedy has the opportunity to cash in Money in the Bank whenever he wants, just not tonight, but you could be looking at a future championship matchup. Look at The Undertaker continuing to work on that left arm, the shoulder of Mr. Kennedy, wearing him down.
You see the respect he has for Kennedy, the way he doesn't allow an inch of space. He sees something hurt, he jumps right on it.
Well, what you're also seeing here is so many, and there's the shoulders down and a kick out. So many different aspects of The Undertaker's game. Many people think he's all power, John, but that's not the case.
Never has been. You see a guy that is 300 plus pounds walking on the top rope. There is nothing.
Oh.
They don't call him the Phenom, Michael, because he's average. They call him the Phenom because he is indeed the dead man, and he is one of a kind.
Driving that head right into the injured shoulder.
He has endured time itself. He wears scars like badges of honor.
Undertaker taking it to Mr. Kennedy, utilizing the nearly entire 5 count from referee Mickey Henson. And the 300-pounder got caught up on the top rope.
This is what Kennedy needs. A rare mistake by The Undertaker, and Kennedy needs to take advantage of it because you don't get this very often.
Mr. Kennedy stopping away at the world champion. Kennedy made a name for himself earlier tonight, ambushing Batista from behind, and now taking it to the world champion.
The one thing Kennedy has to do is stay with his game plan, and his game plan just became getting Undertaker off of his feet.
Well, that's the one thing Mr. Kennedy is so adept at doing, and that is focusing on an injured body part like he is the left knee. And takedown, driving knee into the injured knee of The Undertaker. Undertaker trying to cover up, but Mr. Kennedy has found a bullseye.
The one thing you can't coach and the one thing you can't control is strength and size. That's what Undertaker was given to him by God. What Kennedy can control is his game plan, which he has got to stick with.
Mr. Kennedy beginning to brew with confidence. Those big boots to the stomach, back to the knee. Wearing the champion down.
Batter up.
Oh, right into the face. Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Another look at Mr. Kennedy barely across the ring. Wow. John, I know you've been a huge fan of Mr. Kennedy since he debuted in SmackDown. And here's the cover. There's 2. Does he have him? No. Kick out by the champion.
I've been on the receiving end of Masahiro Chono's boot. I've seen Brody's boot. Hanson, that right there is as impressive a boot as I have ever seen in this business.
Undertaker trying to battle out of this predicament, get back to a vertical base, which he needs to do. Champion back to his feet. Kennedy right back to that injured limb of The Undertaker, that leg. And Undertaker, and that is the sign of a champion, doing anything you can, anything you have to do to get yourself back into the matchup.
And presence, knowing where you are in the ring. That is something you gain only from experience.
Oh! Kennedy bounced off the steel steps. Did you see the look in the eyes of The Undertaker as he went after Kennedy outside the ring?
And this is where Undertaker gets dangerous.
Mr. Kennedy and worn down in the apron. Bad knee and all. The champion to the apron. Dropping the 300-pound leg drop. Undertaker, though, may have done some more damage to that injured leg. Watch vintage Undertaker. In the ring, covered by the champion, and a kick out by Kennedy.
Why is it vintage? He does it every week.
Vintage. What'd you think I said?
Vintage.
Right. Here's Kennedy, whips him across the ring. What a swinging neck breaker. Great counter by Mr. Money in the Bank. Into the cover. Forearm in the face, 2 count kick out by the champ. Mr. Kennedy countering the Undertaker seemingly at every turn.
The thing Kennedy has to do is he has to go back to his game plan. He has to stay on that injured body part.
Right hand by the Undertaker. And the one thing Mr. Kennedy does not want to do is get into a slugfest with the Phenom. He's the best pure striker in the history of sports entertainment. And Kennedy went right back to the injured knee to again gain the upper hand. Undertaker taking out Kennedy.
Wow, turned him inside out.
Kennedy whipped across the ring. Undertaker set to roll some dice. Snake eyes. Boot.
99, Sweet Prince.
Undertaker stalking Mr. Kennedy. Could be moments away. Mr. Kennedy gonna go for the ride. Choke slam by the Undertaker.
On the back of Kennedy's head.
And Undertaker said, and then, look at Finlay. Finlay into the ring, shillelagh in hand. Finlay rushing the ring. Undertaker gonna give Finlay a ride, and from behind with the Money in the Bank briefcase is Kennedy. Off the back, off the gut of the Undertaker. And now the 2-on-1 mugging.
Wow.
That we saw earlier.
And it's like
begins
a
here.
pack of hyenas. They are all over Undertaker. You hear that steel case clunk off the head of the Undertaker. I don't care if you wear your scars like badges of honor, Michael. That will knock you silly.
The SmackDown fans here are chanting for Batista, but quite frankly, there's no reason for Batista to come out here. He and the Undertaker are opponents at Backlash a week from Sunday. And look at Kennedy.
And we didn't see the Undertaker earlier when Batista was getting the dog kicked out of him either.
A DDT to the champion.
I think it's a little reciprocity. You got to take care of yourself around here.
And Finlay, just like earlier tonight to Batista. The Celtic Cross to the Undertaker. Kennedy and Finlay.
What a night Kennedy and Finlay just had. Laid out the two biggest, baddest, toughest men in the all of WWE, The Undertaker and Batista.
Kennedy and Finlay have destroyed Batista and The Undertaker here tonight. One hell of a night. One hell of a message sent by Kennedy and Finlay. Let's show you what happened toward the end of the matchup. The Undertaker was in control before Finlay got involved. And then the 2-on-1 mugging and assault. The briefcase brought into play, followed by the DDT, and Finlay would put the icing on the cake with a Celtic Cross.
It was like a pack of hyenas. Finlay and Kennedy working together in perfect unison, making an unbelievable statement tonight on SmackDown.